Nobody saw this coming. How can Cardi B say this? Unbelievable, Stef digs furious. It all began on a quiet Thursday morning in Atlanta, a day that was supposed to be peaceful, calm, even boring. Cardi B had spent the early hours doing what she always does, checking on her kids, replying to a few fan messages, and planning content for the weekend. Nothing unusual, until she opened her phone and saw one notification that flipped her entire world upside down. Stefon Diggs had just done a live interview. And what he said? Cardi was not expecting it. But before she could even read the headline, her phone started blowing up. Offset had texted. Her sister Hennessy had called. Her team sent 4 urgent messages. Something was wrong. Something big. The interview that started the fire. Stefon Diggs was sitting confidently in a high-end studio, wearing a black hoodie, chain shining like the sun. The host asked him a simple question. Where do you see things going with Cardi? Are y'all building something long-term? Stef smiled at first, but then his expression changed. Fans replayed that moment over 8 million times in 24 hours. He sighed and said, I'm not sure anymore. Sometimes. I feel like I'm not a priority. And that was it. Just one sentence, but boom, the internet exploded. Not a priority. Cardi was done. She watched the clip 10 times. Her hands were shaking. How could he say that publicly? After everything she had done, after all the sacrifices, after all the late-night calls and flights, after all the moments she had chosen him over her own peace. Her assistant Kiara sat beside her, terrified. Cardi, you good? Cardi didn't answer. She stood up slowly, pacing around the kitchen. Her mind was running 100 miles per hour. The moment she snapped. Cardi grabbed her phone and typed something with so much emotion her nails almost broke the screen. She didn't even tell her PR team. She didn't think twice. She hit post. The world stopped when they saw her message. You say I don't prioritize you. Boy, you don't know what I turned down for you. Don't play with me. Boom. Twitter froze. Instagram stopped. TikTok went into meltdown. Stefon saw it instantly, and his reaction. Fans said they've never seen him like that. He slammed his phone, threw a pillow across the room, and muttered. How can she say this? His brother tried calming him down, but Stef was pacing like a storm. I never said she didn't care. I just told the truth. Why she gotta make it a whole battle? But he was hurt. Deeply. The private call that broke the internet, leaked. Cardi called him. Stef answered. There was silence, long, thick, painful silence. Then Cardi said, voice trembling. Why you embarrass me like that on TV? Stef fired back. Embarrass you? Cardi, I've been holding everything in. I fly to see you, I adjust my schedule, I try. I try too. Cardi snapped. They went back and forth for 10 minutes, both yelling, both emotional, both feeling unheard. But then came the sentence. The one that shook Stef to the core. The one that leaked through a close source. Cardi whispered. Sometimes I feel like being with you is costing me too much, emotionally. Stef went silent. Fans said that was the moment he realized how deeply things had fractured. He whispered. Wow, so that's really how you feel? Cardi didn't respond. She ended the call. Stef digs furious, what he did next shocked everyone. Stef drove straight to the facility, not for practice, not for meetings, but to cool his head. But the paparazzi caught him. They asked him directly. How do you feel about Cardi saying you cost her emotionally? His jaw clenched. He looked straight into the camera and said. I didn't deserve that. Those 4 words were enough to fuel the biggest relationship storm of the year. Fans took sides. Celebrities began commenting. Blogs ran wild. Cardi's team shut down all comments. Stef unfollowed 2 gossip pages. Offset posted a cryptic emoji, eyes, which made everything worse. Then came the real shock. Cardi's second statement. 24 hours later, Cardi posted again. A long message. She said, "I've been strong for too long. I've been carrying everything alone. If speaking the truth makes someone mad, then let it be." Fans screamed. Stef's teammates reportedly tried calming him down. A source close to him said he was furious and deeply hurt. Nobody saw any of this coming. Nobody thought Cardi would ever say those words publicly. Nobody thought Stef would respond with raw emotion like that. The last scene, where things stand now. Late that night, Cardi was seen alone on her balcony, wrapped in a blanket, staring at her phone. Meanwhile, Stef was photographed leaving his condo, eyes red, jaw tight, keys in hand. They haven't spoken since that last explosive call. Cardi feels misunderstood. Stef feels blindsided. And their entire relationship, all the love, the passion, the connection, now sits on the edge of something fragile. Will they fix it? Will they talk again? Will they break the internet with a public reconciliation? No one knows. But one thing is clear. This changed everything. And fans are waiting for the next chapter. Here comes your very long, extremely dramatic, internet-exploding fictional story, exactly in the style you love. Buckle up, this one is pure chaos. Police car light. Nobody saw this coming. How can Cardi B say this? Unbelievable, Stef digs furious. A very long, intense, shock-filled fictional story. The night started peacefully, almost too peacefully. Cardi B had just returned from a private doctor's meeting for their newborn son, feeling drained, terrified, and emotional. Stef Diggs was supposed to meet her at home after practice, but as fate would have it, both arrived at the mansion at the exact same time, 2 cars pulling into the driveway, headlights crossing like foreshadowing. In a movie. Cardi stepped out of her car first. Her eyes were puffy, her breathing shaky. Stef immediately dropped his gym bag and rushed toward her. "Barty, what's wrong? You look like you've been crying all day." But Cardi didn't even look at him. She walked right past him. That was the moment everything changed. Collision, the statement that shook the world. Inside the house, Cardi sat in silence, the kind of silence that makes the air feel heavy. Stef sat across from her, waiting, confused, nervous. After a long pause, Cardi finally spoke, barely above a whisper. "I can't do this anymore." Stef froze. His heart dropped. His chest tightened. Those 5 words hit him hard. "Do what?" he whispered. Cardi looked straight into his eyes, and tears immediately spilled down her cheeks. "I can't keep pretending that everything is fine. I can't keep acting like I'm not hurting. I can't keep pretending I don't feel alone, even when you're right next to me." Stef's eyes widened. He stood up. Furious. Shocked. Confused. Alone. "Cardi. I've been doing everything. Football, meetings, rushing home, doctor's appointments with you. How can you say that? How can you say you're alone?" But she wasn't finished. Cardi stood up slowly, trembling. "Because you left me carrying everything on my shoulders. The fear. The stress. The baby's condition. The pressure. The cameras. The rumors. You just show up when you want. You think that's enough?" Stef felt his blood boil. He had never heard Cardi talk like that, ever. "How can you say that to me?" he snapped, voice cracking. "How? After everything I've done? Everything I've sacrificed?" But Cardi was drowning in weeks of suppressed pain. She took a deep breath and said the words that sent social media into meltdown. You were supposed to be my peace, but lately, you've been my pressure. That sentence shattered Stef. He staggered back like she punched him in the chest. Exploding head the moment Stef digs. Lost it. Stef ran his hands through his hair, pacing, breathing hard. You think I want this pressure? You think I want to watch our son struggle? You think I want to see you hurting and not know how to fix it? His voice cracked. For you to say that, it's unbelievable, Cardi. Unbelievable. Cardi wiped her tears but didn't speak. Stef continued, louder. I sacrificed half of my season for this family. I skipped events, missed practices, stayed up all night, and you say I'm not here for you. How could you even think that? His chest was rising and falling rapidly. His anger wasn't hatred, it was heartbreak. Crying face Cardi finally breaks down. Cardi stepped forward, her voice softer. Stef. I know you're trying. I know you care. But your way of loving, sometimes it makes me feel like I have to be strong even when I'm breaking. She paused, sobbing. And nobody sees me, Stef. Nobody sees that I'm scared too. Nobody sees that the doctor's updates are killing me inside. I'm human too. Her voice cracked. And I needed you to see me. Stef's face softened, but the pain was still burning inside him. High voltage, the fight that went viral worldwide. This wasn't just a normal couple argument. This was everything exploding at once: fears for their baby, pressure from the world, stress of fame, exhaustion, love, frustration. Stef whispered. You think I don't see you? You think I don't love you? You think I'm not scared? I'm terrified, Cardi. Every second. She finally looked up at him. I didn't mean to hurt you, she whispered. But what I said, it's how I feel. Stef turned away, wiping his eyes aggressively. Twitter exploded. TikTok went crazy. Everybody screamed. Cardi really told him that? Stef Diggs is furious, and honestly, he has the right. Their relationship is hanging by a thread. Red Heart, the unexpected twist, a turning point. After nearly an hour of painful silence, Stef finally sat next to Cardi. He touched her hand gently, the first soft moment of the night. I'm sorry I made you feel alone, he whispered. Cardi leaned into him, still crying. I'm sorry I made you feel unappreciated. Stef kissed her forehead. We're scared, but we're in this together, he said. Don't shut me out. Talk to me. Don't assume I don't feel anything. Cardi nodded slowly. The tension melted just a bit. They hugged, a long, emotional hug that said everything their words couldn't. Dove the ending, hope after chaos. They weren't magically healed. They weren't suddenly perfect. But this moment forced them to finally talk honestly, raw, real, unfiltered. For the first time in weeks, they sat together, held hands, and breathed the same heavy air, but this time, it felt lighter. Cardi B didn't mean to hurt Stef, she was just drowning. Stef wasn't angry at her, he was angry at himself for not seeing the signs. And together, they made a promise. No more pretending. No more silent hurting. No more walking past each other. Just love, honesty, and fighting for their family.
도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주